Right then, there are people making a difference to communities all across Devon. Some are individuals, some work for organisations, and some work for our local authorities. Phil Bialyk is the leader of Exeter City Council, in charge of distributing a lot of aids in that part of Devon. Phil, afternoon.
Good afternoon.
People all over the county getting involved with all sorts of extraordinary things, and I guess your role is providing services but also coordinating what other people are doing, trying to make sure help gets to the right people at the right time.
Absolutely. We have got that central point of contact for those who want to help and also for those who need help, and that's Exeter 265,000, can't say that enough times, for people to get in touch with us. Very important. And we've got a great team of people at the council, volunteer organisations who we've been supported, which I've told your listeners about in previous weeks, and they are doing just a fantastic job. And actually, we are taking a further step in a couple of days' time. We are launching a particular hardship fund and whatever. It can't solve everybody's problems, but we will be looking more detail for not just the shielded group, who will carry on doing our work for shielded and vulnerable people, but vulnerable now covers a lot of things. All those people, small business people, small contractors who are having difficulty accessing funds will find themselves in a lot of difficulty as the month comes to an end, when they would have been expecting their paychecks and wages going in, which now won't be going in. And whereas we can't sort everything out for people, we certainly want to be able to do whatever we can as a city.
We'll give that number again in just a moment. As you say, you almost can't give these numbers out too much at the moment. Let's talk about the social side as well, though. A lot of people, you don't need me to tell you this, starting to feel a little bit stir crazy. Last week, there was a suggestion that council should start to open parks. Is that something you've been able to do?
Well, our parks are already open. We haven't closed them. The only bits of the parks we've closed is the actual enclosed children's play areas. You know, if you were, for those of us in Exeter, if you go into Carrick, Barton or up to Hevertree, there's an enclosed section for the toddlers to go in. We have locked that down at the moment. We will take government advice as to whether or not that can be opened again, but our parks, I regularly cycle through and walk through our parks here in Exeter. I make a point of it. People are social distancing. People are actually very, very friendly. I think they're one of the safest places in Exeter to be. You'll always get a smile from people and a wave, and we've always been doing that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess also at the time, if you live in Exeter, you can't go out down to Woodbury Common at the moment. You can't go to the beach at Exmouth. You can't go out to Holden. But you can perhaps get to the city's park. So I guess they're particularly appreciated.
Well, of course, I would say, why would you want to leave our wonderful city when you've got things like the Ludwell Valley Park, for example, that you can go in? I've cycled up through there and walked through there. It's a great place. In behind where we're opening, keeping the Northbrook golf course that's open. That's really turning into a wonderful walk all down our canal. We've got some lovely places here in Exeter to cycle and to move around very well. But of course, it is nice to venture out every now and then. And, well, we'll have to wait on government advice as to whether or not we'll be allowed to do that shortly.
Yeah, fingers crossed it won't be too far away. In the meantime, Phil, just remind us the number to call again if people think that the City Council might be able to help them or point you in the right direction. The number to call is
01392, which is Exeter, of course, and it's 265,000.
Really appreciate it, Phil. Thank you. Phil Bialyk, the leader of Exeter City Council. That number again, Exeter 01392 265,000. Tomorrow, incidentally, we're hoping to be in Mid Devon looking at services there.